Please put your hands together. Your hands together.
Thank you very much. Please, let's have our seat. Thank you. Are we tired already? Okay. I want to thank the leadership of this wonderful organization for the invitation. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I believe you've been gaining one or two things since. We've started since morning. And I also know that we've had a lot of things from business, and I'm sure my friend Charles Adiemi also did some justice to the points. And the lecture I made talking about vision by Pastor Ben was powerful. And Pastor, thank you so much for that session on family. So what I'm going to do briefly is to put just add paint to the house other speaker has built. And so I'm just going to match things together. I'm going to focus basically on our life, and then we branch into business, and we branch into career. Some of the things I'm going to share, I've been sharing them on Riv FM every Monday at Business Forum, and I'm going to just remind us. What I'm going to do basically is to remind us what we have known. You see, in life, it is not what we don't know that make us to remain small. It is what we know that we don't do. Everything other speakers have been saying here today, and what I am going to say, many a times they are not new. Solomon even said there is nothing new under the heaven. They are not new. But the truth is, we don't do them and then they slip by. So what I'm going to do is to remind us of few things as it regards making a difference by desiring excellence. When we talk about making a difference, cameraman, just you don't go verse. I am not, Baba Debo didn't lay hands on me, so I can't stand in one place, so I may move. All right. So when we talk about making a difference, there is something we need to know. Have you noticed that what normally catch people's attention is something that is not common? And then it begins to move. You just sit at the back, at the driver's side, and begin to take you and say, we are now at stadium. We are moving towards Omo West. It will be telling you where he is. And then when you now begin to see a car moving like that and there is no driver, it catches attention. Am I right? Now, how many Korope has caught your attention? There were many with the same color. But when you are different, you command attention. That is why, most of the things I'm going to share briefly with us are my experience, studying, researching. I have a group called Kimpa Business School. Business since 2014. That business since 2014, but that I have been in business doing one or two things from my banking experience in this town from 2007. I'm going to share with you a few things I have noticed about Osun State. See, one of the reasons why everybody's business and our life, we are struggling in this state is because nobody wants to be different. We just want to be the same. And that is why the most cherished proverb that we like most is Kani Kakpo Lo Yeni. And who has that helped? And when I say we just like to be the same, have you noticed when I came back from Abuja yesterday, just because of this meeting? Now, when I was coming, I noticed another thing I have seen. I don't know. I said, Oshun again. I counted when I left the office and then we are coming through this place. I think I came from Jericho area. And then from Jericho to Stadium, I counted close to 15 upholstery that the people were selling. You know the upholstery I'm talking about. The settee in the city room. Everybody was now. Is this the new business in Oshogbo now? Everybody is now selling upholstery. You find from here to here, you see another settee. And here to here, another settee. There was a time it was filling station. There was a time it was hotel. There was a time, it was a POS. Now, one thing I have noticed is this. You are an MC, a comedian, and anything like. The moment people in Osun State discover that you did not borrow and you are living fine, they will come here. How can I also be an MC? So you now find out people now begin to copy and do things that other people are doing. Your 5-year-old boy, if the boy grab your phone, he will operate your phone more than you. Am I right? That is to tell you they are moving fast, and that's your law. Your law of Boshe Walate Tekoshe. Owani Sisi, Ben Yosimari, it doesn't work with this generation. And that is why many businesses are not selling. Because you think the same way you have started in 2009 is the same way you will go on in 2011. Forget about it. It's not going to work. Things are changing. Businesses are changing. The atmosphere is changing. In fact, when I got to Oshogbo, when I moved to Oshogbo, around 2004, 2005, we only have one laundry company, one. And that was in the whole of Oshogbo. That was at the back of Olonda. That was the only man. I don't think he was even he should be like a Ghanaian then. You can count on the tip of your finger, E3. But things are changing now. People now have choices. It's totally different from when you are in monopoly. And that is why I pity you if you are in a business in this place and you think what will sustain your business is to believe to one association, so the association will corner people not to do the same business you are doing and you will command the monopoly. It's a lie. You can only do that for a shorter time. People begin to register with CAC, and then you now think, there is a business secret. There is no business secret. Aside God, that is omniscience, the next all-knowing is Google. People can type your business in Google and on YouTube and say, how can I do this? And then you will see a whole course. So far you have internet, you can do anything. So you need to begin to innovate and be different. Now, Japan, solid economy and everything, they have this philosophy, they call it Kaizen, which means it's a principle of continuous improvement. So you need to be, that is why you have to be improving. Let me tell you something. Have you seen the first bottle of Coca-Cola? Even when we were young, you saw the bottle of Coca-Cola. Now, how does it look like now? Some are in plastic, some are in can, some are in different things. So they keep improving. Oh, let me say, if you have seen the first aeroplane, you will be amazed. Can only seat 2 people. First aeroplane. But through innovation, improvement, now we have aeroplane that you can put 40 cars inside and fly from US to Nigeria. You can even fly from US to South Africa. In fact, when you now see some aircraft that is being used for war, we carry 3 armored vehicles and go and land it in the desert. Improvement, and then when you now see comfort in terms of private jet, you see what
That thing that can only house 2 people. But improvement upon improvement upon improvement is what we have today. So, if you think you don't need to improve, and that improvement need to be difference you are making. So, if everybody is doing it this way, ask yourself, why are they doing it this way? If you can't answer it, then be unique. Let me quickly tell you a story. There was this monkey. Monkey like banana. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, monkey like banana. So they put the monkey in a cage. They've starved the monkey for 2 days. So they put the monkey in that cage and they now put banana on top. So when the monkey enter, boom, they lock the gate. The monkey saw banana. As monkey want to take the banana, they used water flusher. That thing, if there is riot, what police use. Oh, you may not know it because Nigerian police doesn't use it. They use live bullets. Nigerian police use live bullets. They don't use, that water cannon. They flush you. You understand? So they use it to flush the monkey as he want to pick the thing. The monkey sat down. Like about 15 minutes ago, the monkey was crawling to the place. As the monkey want to take the banana, they flushed the monkey. The monkey tried it 4 times. They flushed the monkey. So the monkey sat down. Jeje. The next thing that happened is that they brought another monkey. So the monkey was like, guy, what did happen? I said, I'm hungry. You are hungry? Is this not banana? As the monkey want to take the banana, the new monkey, the second monkey, everybody says second monkey. As the second monkey want to take the banana, the first monkey, because he likes the monkey very well, is the girlfriend, pulled the monkey back, gave the monkey a dirty slap. He said, don't go there. Say, he want to try and just go there again. The monkey pull it back. Pa! I said, don't go. Everybody said, don't go there. They brought third monkey. But the first monkey that witnessed the flushing of the water, they removed the monkey. So they now brought the third monkey. As the third monkey wanted to take the banana, the second monkey pulled the third monkey back, gave the monkey a dirty slap. He said, don't go there. They brought the fourth monkey. Fourth monkey want to take banana. Both of them pulled the monkey back and gave the dirty slap. He said, don't go there. And then the fourth monkey asked, why are you beating me? Why is it that we cannot eat it? And then do you know the answer? He said, we don't know. That is how they beat us too. How many things are you doing today that you don't know the reason? You just do it. They say, bon chen sheni eh? Bon chen sheni eh? No. The reason is that most times we live our life based on the experience of others. Be able to sell yourself. And then I will still come to the place. And the lady, if you don't look like it, the lady may not look at the container, may not look at your content. And say, you have issue. I will say, yes. Do you understand? So you must be able to, and that is why many of us open shop, you are not selling. You are not selling because you can't market. In fact, many people start business and they employ marketers. Marketing is also a skill. It's not what anybody will do. There is a way they do marketing. In fact, when I see the way people market, okay, sir, this is your phone. Now, look, sir, please come. This is an MC, he's a busy executive. But I want to sell this phone to him. So I want you to buy this phone. Look at the way we market. I want you to buy this phone. This phone has 500 gig memory. This phone is 16 gig RAM or 32 gig RAM. And this phone has Bluetooth, has infrared. And this phone, the Zender is 3.5 millimeters faster than the rest. And this phone is 45 pixel. And this phone has dynamic screen touch. What have I just done? Are you going to buy this phone, sir? You will. Do you know why you win? Tell me why you win.
Because of those attributes that you.
Because of those attributes. Now, this is the situation. Nobody buy. What I have just done was to roll out the future of this thing to you. I just roll out feature. I just roll the attribute, the quality. And nobody is going to buy because of the future. But people is going to buy based on the, how will I put it? Okay, let me put it this way. Mommy, please come. Mommy, now, so that you will understand. Mommy, come here. What do you do? What do you do? Pastor, thank you. Ma, all these things I mentioned, will you buy this phone? Will that make you buy this phone? You will buy the phone because of 500 gig, because of 45 pizza. Are you going to buy it? Let me even ask, do you understand what it is to save? No, thank you. That is where I'm going. Now, that is how many of us market. You go to people and you market future that they don't understand to them. Are you getting it? Now look at this. Mommy, you are a pastor. This phone has 500 gig and 45 megapixel. In your church, you don't need camera again. You don't need to go and buy camera. This phone will do the job of 5 cameras together. And then this 500 gig, you don't even need external. This phone can store 5 years convention picture. Am I making it applicable? This phone can store 5 years convention picture and it will still not be filled. Then this phone has 500 gig. You can put 45 Bible translation on this. That is what we make her to say, take money. But all those turanchi I said the first time, it has no meaning. So you now send people out to go and market. They say they are not selling. What are they saying? Thank you, sir. He's an MC. Thank you, man. He's an MC. He needs this kind of a thing for his YouTube, for his Instagram. Am I right? That is because he already knows. That is why he said, I will buy this thing. He knows. So marketing is key. We need to be, and that is why, even in evangelism, I look at the way we do evangelism. Ọ̀rẹ́ sáré wá gba Jésù, máa jẹ́ kí Sátánì sọ ẹ̀dọ̀mọ rẹ̀ o. And that is why they will tell you. You know, I asked somebody was preaching some nights ago, and he was preaching to me, and I was just laughing. Okay, I said, bro, change your message. Change your message. The message Jesus preached to Nicodemus was different from the one he preached to the woman at the well. Change it is not one. I was asking, I now asked, he said, no, if you give your life to Christ, you will never, poverty will be far from you. I said, okay, thank you. I said, come, sir. If I put you in the same room with Dangote, which message will you preach? This message? He will tell you yourself, let me deliver you from poverty, sir. Do you understand? So you have to make things applicable to the society, to the people, to your demographic, to the people you are selling to. If you are a tailor, who are the people around you? Which difference are you making? Now, if the people around you, they don't believe in some things, what are you doing? It is not that this is, and you know, some of us, okay, so that I don't quickly jump, so that it could be systematic. Now, we need to make a difference. There have to be difference. Now, let me ask you a question. If you look at businesses that are making it, and people that they are being patronized, look at them. There is something different from them from others. In business school, we call that thing USP, unique selling point, or unique selling proposition, or we call it competitive advantage. So, what is competitive advantage? All of us are competing, but which advantage do you have over? Now, please, Apostle King, you know, go verse. We are doing this together today. Come. When I sat down, I was listening to him. The advantage in his profession, I have been able to, now, I just look at other MC and comedian. And one of these things, I just say, oh, this man has an advantage. The way he switched from English to Yoruba, and those Yoruba is thick, CSE-ish. Maybe, I don't know if that is where you came from. Now, do you know what thing? The advantage he have over others, that we come to a gathering of people who are not Americans, is that he can switch and come to their level. Are you getting me? Now, people want to invite him to our concert, to our convention, so that he will be able to meet the aged women and the young people. He's able to meet them. But meanwhile, go and bring basket mouth. He may not do that in Oshun. If he's talking above them. So if he's now, they now said, you want to compete, submit proposal. For him, it's a competition, but he has an advantage. Ability to switch. It is what is called his competitive advantage. So in every business, you must identify your own. What is your competitive advantage? When you know your competitive advantage, that is what you market. And so, what is your competitive advantage? Your competitive advantage can be after sales service. It's your competitive, that is the difference. To see A or B. You understand? For instance, for an MC, his competitive advantage, in fact, 2 days before the event, if Tibe Embajino, Apostle King will have called you, okay, the same thing. Zoom meeting. He will be asking you, okay, who are the people coming? How do you want us to mention them? Not that somebody that will come and say, oh, manners of joy. He will ask you, what is it that you want? What is it that you know? Other people don't do that. They will just come and crack joke that is not relevant. You understand? Now, that may be competitive advantage for him, the way he relates. Thank you, sir. You need to be, and that is, see, everybody, when God was creating you, he put a difference in you. That is why daddy does not look like me. Though we are man, we are not looking the same. As a matter of fact, elder brother of daddy or younger brother of daddy, they don't look the same. If daddy is an identical twins, they said the fingerprints are not the same. So there is something unique. And in every business too, there is something unique. So you must be able to put. So I am going to give you mention 7 principles for this excellence. To be able to push excellence in your business, to be able to push excellence in your life, in your career. 7 principles. 7. So number 1 is, principle 1 is the principle of understanding the goal. What did I call it? You are tired. I can't hear you. You know, it was Miles Muro that said something. He said, when the purpose of a thing is not known, what happened? Abuse is inevitable. You don't understand what we are talking about. You don't understand it. You understand? Look at it this way. He has not seen it before. He doesn't know what it's used for. But do you know, he can decide to pick this thing and use it to be removing cobwebs. Because he doesn't know. He doesn't know the value. He doesn't know the purpose. He doesn't know anything. And that is why when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse, that is, the word abuse is a combination of 2 words, abnormal use. It's inevitable. You will use it abnormally. It is when a lady doesn't know the purpose of her body. That is when it takes every man sleep with her. Do you understand? So when you don't know the purpose of a thing, then let me ask you, what is the purpose of your business? What is the purpose, even your career? What do you want to achieve? Why did you start that business? What is the end goal? Kí la fẹ́ mú? And let me tell you, there are three reasons why people, three business that have been broken down. Three reasons. Number one, people start business just to eat. And those are the business that what you said that day goes to eating. How many of you have seen that? So those kind of business doesn't talk about expansion. Kasha ti ron jeje. Ẹ bá mi ra kí tí ẹ ṣẹ́wọ́ látàárọ̀ káwọn ọmọ yín tí ẹ lè rí nǹkan jẹ. So they will also be marketing based on sentiment. Káwọn ọmọ yín àwọn ọmọ yín ká tí ẹ rí nǹkan jẹ ẹ wo tí ẹ ga ìjọba Buhari ga gbogbo wa la mọ̀ náà àti rí láti 1983 láti mọ̀. So kò new ebi pa ní 1983. Wọ́n tún wá gbé white brigade jáde. Àti ẹ̀dúpẹ́ nísìn. But that is not new. But why am I talking about that? There is no excuse you can give for failure. Failure is failure. In my office, there is something my staff doesn't come back to me. Don't come and give me excuse. Either genuine or fake. Excuse is excuse. There is nothing like genuine excuse. It's an excuse. So what am I trying to say is that, one, there are businesses that they were just to eat. So what they make is to eat. So after my training today, after my speaking engagement today, I believe that your business will move from eating to the next level. Amen. Now, the second one is that to cater for immediate needs. So that business, don't forget, the second one is that business has the capacity to take care of the children, school fees, immediate family needs, and small thing in church or mosque. So if they say contribute, he's able to contribute, he's able to do things. But anything outside that, the business cannot do. Immediate needs. Those are the kind of business that even the moment the owner dies, the business dies. You know, there was a research done on businesses in Africa recently, years ago, and they said, hardly will you see any business in Africa that is up to 100 years. Only few. Daddy, permit me. I don't know your age and everything. But look at, Daddy is an elderly person. Sir, did you meet Toyota on earth or Toyota met you? You met it. Sir, Pastor, you met. What about Mercedes-Benz? What about Suzuki? Do you understand? Those are businesses that are over 100 years. Toyota. And let me tell you something. Toyota is one-man business that started. The name of the person that started Toyota is called Akiyota. Toyota. Japan. Samsung is a name of a person. Mercedes is a name of a person. Ford is a name of a person. Do you understand? So these are businesses that are generational in nature. That are generational in nature. In fact, recently, when Toyota was having problem with the brake and they want to withdraw some companies, some vehicles. Now, do you know what they did? For somebody to be able to talk to the press and talk to the people, they went to bring great-grandson of Toyota to come and address. Now, these are the kind of business, this is the top business. The top business is the business that is solving a problem and that has become an institution. And that should be our goal. When my brother was talking about the other brother the other time, what is your vision? Daddy also already talked about vision. You should have that vision. You should have that goal. That though I may start small, but I cannot remain small. It is normal to start small. My business, I started in my sitting room. My sitting room, my first office. My laptop, my first office. I will take my bed in the bedroom, and I will dress up, come to my sitting room as if I'm going to the office. That was why I started. There is nothing bad. In fact, start like that until your customers start complaining. But I see my generation these days, they want to start business. They are looking for 300 million, 1 million naira to start business. Out of the 1 million, 350,000 naira is for office rent. You have not started. You have not started. As a matter of fact, the way business is going now, you may not need any shop again. Do you know the magic of website? Sir, do you know when I saw the magic of website? I was sleeping. 2 a.m. Somebody was checking our website in Australia and was dropping message. That is, my website was selling when I was sleeping. You understand? Your Facebook will be selling, your Facebook page will be selling for you while you are sleeping. Your Instagram, I will talk about that last. That was the last point. So, number one, is your business set up to eat? Or is your business set up to cater for immediate need? The danger of the second one is this. Like lockdown. The moment there is lockdown, then there is also lockdown of stream of income. So that is why most business suffers during that lockdown. So it is important, what is the goal? What do I want to achieve? And that is why, look, it doesn't cost you anything. Sit down when you get home. Write it down. There is a miracle in writing down visions or dreams. I don't know. There is a miracle in it. I don't know how God did that thing until I saw it in the book of Habakkuk. Sorry if you are not a Christian. I'm sorry. Please permit me. Now, until I saw it, it said, write the vision down. Make it plain that he may run that read it. And do you know one thing? Most of the things I wrote down in 1993. 1993. I just stumbled on them now. I saw them happening. You understand? There was a time I was just practicing. I said I will get to Aso Rock. And the president will shake my hand. This will shake my hand. I was just rehearsing. I'm serious. I was rehearsing. And I wrote it down. Secondary school. Until one time, Charles Adeyemi, my friend, said, oh boy, come to Aso Rock. Vice President, want to see you. Let's go and discuss. I went to the place. I didn't even remember. Until recently I saw this thing has come to pass. Now, what if I don't have anything? See, let me tell you how God works. How nature also works. It is what you have here that God tick like this, that Mogbafun. So when it is empty, do you understand? So when it is empty, forget about it. So when you get home, look at every year we do retreat in my organization. All the staff, put them together. December, we will go on retreat. Not in our office, so we will go out. We spend money. Put everybody, we will go out, we will review the year and plan for the next year. Upper year, we said in one aspect of our business, we said, look, this aspect, and then we review. We now said, okay, this is how much we want to make. And then we put it down. I think that aspect of business, we said we want to make like about 60 million. So we put it down. Just one aspect. Now, 60 million. Sir, by December, not last year December, I said upper year. By the time we were reviewing that the company account was telling us how much we had made in that place, sir, we made over 74 million. But we wrote 60 million down. I said, I thought we will make that 60 million. Or it will remain small to be above 60 million. Until something came to me. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly. Write something down. Have dream, have it. You decide that I need a house and I'm looking for a house. I want to ask you this question, if it is true. Have you noticed that the moment you decide and then you said, look, I need a house, and then you conclude, have you noticed that the moment you step out, one thing you begin to see where you have been passing before that you have not been seeing, house to let. Am I right?
Yes, you are very correct.
Am I right? Anybody that has happened to you before? Thank you, sir. If you want to buy a car, there was a time we want to buy a car for the organization. So, Corolla. We said, the person said we should buy Toyota Corolla. Okay, good. Then we check it out. Okay, Toyota Corolla is good. So we said, okay, tomorrow please give us a sample. Bring one, let us see. Sir, when we closed that night, and we are going home, and I was seeing Corolla. So Corolla Poto Iloshogo. I didn't see it before. Now, this is what happened. There is something the scientists call RA, reticular activating system. It's a part of your brain. The moment you put a picture in your mind and settle it in your mind that I want to do this, the job of the reticular activating system in your brain is to begin to direct your attention to the possibility, to begin to show you it's available. That is science. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed it? Yeah. Do you know one thing? Settle it in your heart that I want, the way before you leave here, that I want a white car. The moment you get out there. In fact, Korokwe said we look white. Am you getting me? That is it. Now imagine when you now set, it's the same thing. When you settle it within your heart, I want to succeed. This business must move on. There is a way God and nature, your reticular activating system, begin to draw them to you. It can be relationship. You understand? It can be opportunity. It can be magazine. Your eyes will just be going to it. Everything is what you will see. Have you also noticed? Let me ask, sir. Daddy, you are a pastor. Have you? I don't know. I know you. Pastor, you preach the full gospel. But have you noticed that when a pastor said he's an holiness preacher, if you open the Bible, even if you say Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, you will see holiness there. He will see holiness there. If it is prosperity, he will see prosperity there. That is the same way it is. Have a picture in your mind, and you will now begin to see opportunities coming. It look like Apostle King, don't stand up. Let me just round up. So that is what it means. Have something in your. And let me say this: people, we normally make mistake. You don't treat people well. We don't treat people well. You don't treat your customers well. You don't treat your staff well. I have an experience. Sometimes ago, I started my company. I know how I suffered. I have lost money before. The first money I lost was 10,000 euro. Calculate it. Euro, I'm not saying dollar, euro. I wanted to start selling cars. And I sent the money abroad. Help me buy a car. Till today, I have not seen car, I have not seen money. 10,000 euro. When my brother said when he lost that thing, I can understand with him. But do you know what happened? I started my business and I did everything. But I will ask the accountant, you are in charge. I am a signatory to the account. Whatever. But sir, if my accountant said, you are not collecting IOU, I sit down, jeje. I don't say, I will fire you. Show me how better business mini. Who are you? Because many of us, you employ people to do a job for you, you don't allow them to do it. That's why your business is not growing. And when you now look at it, when I first of all started, and money was coming in, I saw the IOU, give me this one, give me this one, give me this one. In 1 year, I collected close to 1 point something million that I cannot account for because I am the MD. I said, the way I am going, if I die today, this business will die too. And do you know one thing? When I was working in the bank, well, I've shared it before. When I was working in the bank and I had a lot of money, young guy, no family, any good money, 356,000 in a month in 30 days. 2007, 2008. Sir, I don't spend that money. Brothers, cousins will stay in my house. I will go to work, they will stay, they will watch DSTV, eat and everything. Then the one that, the cousin that want to do project. So when I collect salary, I just transfer via. So sometimes they go when I started my business and things were a bit good. And then when I lost that money, I couldn't pay rent. I couldn't pay rent in Lagos. So that was what brought me to Osogbo. That was how I relocated back to Osogbo. I came to Osogbo to start afresh from the ground. So when I was struggling and things were happening, and then one woman that I have been sending money to her and her husband and the children, one day went to my mother and said, I said, hey, when I was transferring to you, you did not see. Let me tell you something. Until you see that your business, your family depends on it, your generation to come depend on it, build your business that way. And please, have budget. Please have budget. What do you need? Share any to yahoo lo succeed. Toma lo yahoo, wo dada o succeed ni. Ele to ba ni o yahoo lo wo dada o struggle. I know what I'm talking about. Do you know what they mean by yahoo? Because you don't give. I have somebody came to my house, 32 years, a grown-up boy. And it is saying, mo bere 3,000 lọ́wọ́ yín fún mi. Ha! Ọmọ uncle mi ni o. And then you will go and they said you will ask the accountant to give you money and go and give it to ọmọ uncle that has not been productive. Do you understand it? So you have to do everything to make sure that your business stand. See, let me tell you something. Go and look at it. If you are a Christian, daddy, you pastors, I have not seen that principle in the Bible. I have not seen it. What I have seen in the Bible is that the great father will put inheritance. So, the way our parents suffered, do you know, I was making this analysis sometimes ago. Many of our parents, their life stopped, sir, because they want to take care of us. They couldn't buy the clothes they needed to buy. They couldn't, in fact, many of them that struggled to build a house, they couldn't paint it. You understand? Do you understand? One rent generator, their life stopped just to send you to school. And then Buhari policy came. There is no job for you. You don't have a job. Parents already thought you are their investment. Here is the investment that doesn't have money, that doesn't have a job. So that is why you now begin to see your parents, even at age 60, 65, 70, they are still struggling, trying to make money. Size you up, they will look at the car you brought. So I will go for marketing. I will be going from office to office. I will drive my Corando Jeep. When I go, for 6 months that I was marketing, I went to buy that Jeep. There was no money again. No? That is the only money. I borrowed money self to buy fuel. I noticed for 6 months, no MD I met ever saw me off to the car to see the type of car I came with. So what is the usefulness? Until I discover that the works of a man is not in his dress, but in his addresses. When you speak, what you have here is what matters. It is not your dress. Let me just mention, I may not explain those points. I do everything I've been saying since morning is one. Number 2, There is a principle of complacency. So write down that number one is the principle of the goal. Number two, complacency. And that is the problem here in Osun State, sir. We are so complacent with what we are making to the extent that we have become a local champion. Somebody, one day, former Governor Aregbe said, we went to him. We said, these years, please review it. They said, United Nations said, anybody living below $1, they are on poverty line. But if you employ 20,000 people are living on poverty. He said, no, that 20,000, they are even thanking me for it. They are even thanking. Many of them have built a house. Ogbeni, you know what to see? I said, break it down. 10,000 divided by 30 days. You have 333. How much is $1? $1 is around 348, 360. Is below. That means the amount you are living on is 300 naira. But do you know what? They said they are happy. And so one of them will say, that was what saved me from bank. Sir, can I tell you my story? How I started. When I said I work in the bank, I started as a messenger. I finished serving. I finished service. I collected my discharge certificate. I was looking for a job. All my savings from NYC. I went to Lagos. I was moving from Marina to Broad Street to VI. Until all the money finished. My eye is clear. I came back to Elisha. When I got to Elisha, when I got to Elisha, my mom, call me cabo. Woman, what long I say? Eba egbon yi bomi si table. Eba egbon yi bomi si bedroom. I will carry my clothes. Jaka buru eba 4. Now after 3 weeks, everybody will go out, and then they come. They want to cook. Kilo wan shele lataro. When I will now ask my brother to go and watch the clothes, you will not lower. You understand? I say, I must find something to do. That is to tell you. You see, your relevance is when you have something. Am I right? That is your relevance. And what I'm telling you is to have a desire. Don't be complacent. So, and do you know one thing? Then I have a Nokia 3310. And I have an MTN line. Those are the days they use booster. I bought booster. I started making call. 15 naira, Elisha, Aralamo Street. I started making call. It was when I was making call. At least little money is coming in. And I saw my sister coordinator. When I was in school, I was the president of my fellowship. I have a sister coordinator. So I was the papa. Sister coordinator will even bring food for papa. You understand? Now, I saw the sister coming, was asking questions, and they pointed to where I was. I said, hey, this sister must not come here. Hey, you will see me making cup. A whole president, I have future then. You will see me making cup, 15 naira. I was praying, don't come. Lo and behold, Sister Bola was coming to where I was. What is Sister Bola looking for? I put my head down. Sister Bola was not looking for me. Sister Bola was looking for where to make call. So when Sister Bola came, I said, Eka so mo fe make call. Sister Bola, I said, Sister Bola, say, Pastor Buki, kile shembi? I said, I'm the one making call. But she said, the one make call. I said, make call. I was now praying within me. God, don't let this woman make more than 2 minutes. That is the amount I can say, take. Anything more than 2 minutes, how will I collect money from Sister Bola? You understand? You know those days when you go to center, they will take the call and move away. Hey, Sister Bola moved away. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Sister Bola just came to me. He's still calling. You know? Okay. Egba and Tito Infeba in sorrow. You understand? And Sister Tony said, Bukola, Baoni, Emile Gwambola, one will make call ni. But yes, surely send CVS me. Not knowing that Sister Bola was even talking about my case on the phone. See, many of us have killed Olorewa. You understand? You just saw that customer because he doesn't dress the way you look. Even you don't even know that some of your staff that you think they are nobody. When you read your Bible, you will notice that it was house girl that saved Naaman. Don't look down on anybody. Don't look down on anybody. Charles Adeyemi is not here. Like about few weeks before, Charles Adeyemi came to my office and said, hey, how can you help me? I want to set up this. I said, I will see you. The next time I will see Charles Adeyemi, I didn't know what has transpired, that he's not the friend of vice president. He's not the one that has to come to House Rock. Don't look down on anybody. Help me preach to your friend like that. Tell your friend, don't look down on anybody. So, to cut my long story short, Apostle King, no verse, I just rushed. Now, to cut my long story short, do you know what happened? Sister Bola said, the job we have now, you can't do it. But when the job you can do come, I said, I can do any job. He said, yeah. He's office assistant. I said, I will do it. I did not know the meaning of office assistant. I don't know their packaging, his packaging. So I submitted my CV. They called me. I was picked, and I got to, they posted me. They said, where do you want to? There was no Wema in Ilesha then. It was National Bank. They said, there is Ife, there is Oshogbo. I said Oshogbo. That was how I came to Oshogbo. They put me in Oshogbo until I got to the place. I said, I'm an office assistant. In fact, when I told my mom, they said, office assistant, what will you? My mom said, so tell her, no, office assistant. Only office mama wa. Awala mama assist our managers. That was what I told my mom. Do you know what my mom did? My mom went to the Garden of Love, Ilesha. You understand? To the church and go and share testimony. My son is now a banker. And then, if my mother will know his messenger. Do you know what happened? It was when one day that one lady now said, don't you know you are a messenger, office assistant? I was a graduate. To have this sort of an injury, MC King, you will not go take this. The lady I toasted in camp, I want to marry. I said, I didn't know what happened. She was posted to that woman. I was working under her. That lady dealt with me. Oh, Biri, would I go on the forgiving spirit? You know what he did? We asked me to go and, you know, Wema is about 60 years. If we asked me to go and look for a file of 1980, I will go and be looking for a file of 1980. But you know, that was how I started, sir. But by the time I was leaving Wema, Access Bank, I was operations manager, messenger. Who told you can't start small? There is no crime in starting small, but there is crime in remaining small. So start small. So complacency. Don't think you are a local champion. Do you know what? These days now, and the complacency that I was talking about, when the office we are using in Oshun, sir, is like about 400,000. Duplex, 500,000. Duplex. That was the old office we are using. When we got expansion to Abuja, 3-bedroom line is not duplex, so 3-bedroom flat is 2 million. We have to pay. But our cleaner here, when we started paying her 20,000, she was so happy. Cleaner in Abuja, we are begging her to take 30,000. Say no. That is to tell you there are rooms up there. Let me tell you something. If all of us in this room become millionaire, it doesn't affect the world. Not to take a kidney. And don't have this mentality. You can have money. And the last thing I will say to drop this mic is please and please, I want to beg you, something you need to now do to be deliberate in your business, in your life, in your career, is you must keep striving for excellence. What did I call it? Keep striving for excellence. And excellence is, the word excellence is to excel, which means to surpass. Now, let me drop this. what I am leaving you with, and that has affected a lot of us in 2020, is we don't understand the principle of timing. This 2021, how many of you, what is today's date? 30 days have gone. Today, you can never see today again in your life. You can never, how many of you can see 29th of January 2021? It is gone. One thing you need to understand about time is that time is to be invested, it's not to be spent. When you spend, you can't get it again. When you invest, you can That's why he didn't say spend your time. He said redeem the time. Invest your time. And let me tell you this about timing. Anybody wasting your time is wasting your life. You don't understand. Sir, if you accumulate microseconds together, what will it give you? Seconds. Am I right? If you accumulate seconds together, what will it give you? Minutes. If you accumulate minutes together, what will it give you? If you accumulate hours together, what will it give you? If you accumulate dates together, what will it give you? If you accumulate months together, what will it give you? If you accumulate years together, what will it give you? Your life. That is why they will tell you are 70 years. But in natural sense, it's a combination of seconds and minutes. So all those minutes, that you waste your time, you have not read a single book, you have not made a single investment in your life, may not take you to anywhere. But one thing I need you to know is that the bottom is crowded. There is struggle in the middle. There is room up. See you on top. Thank you.
Thank you. Please put your hands together. Your hands together for him, please.